Hey there, my name's Edgar Wright and Alamo Drafthouse invited me to program a few of my favourite films that I think you all should see, regardless of whether they hypothetically may or may have not influenced or informed my new film, Last Night in Soho. So without further ado, here are my guest selects. One of my many inspirations for the character of Sandy in Last Night in Soho was the incandescent star quality of Julie Christie, who always seemed like she could take or leave her growing fame, even as she was the eye of the cultural storm herself.
I always feel as if there's one more corner to turn.
That's the attraction of corners.
Released in the very middle of the 60s, this John Schlesinger film also feels like the very epicenter of the scene itself. This sharp satire reveals the paper-thin reality of cover story perfection. Never has Eastman color felt so woozily, vividly hypnotic than in Michael Powell's controversial shocker, Peeping Tom.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
It's as easy to be seduced by the luscious visuals as the poor victims of Carl Bohm's Psychopath are drawn into their deadly photo shoots. It sadly hastened the end of Powell's career, which is a shame, as it would have been fascinating to see him wander further down this dark alley. I'm always completely knocked out whenever I watch Bob Fosse's Cabaret. Back at the 1973 Oscars, Bob Fosse won Best Director over Francis Ford Coppola for The Godfather, and honestly you can see why. His work in this movie is just breathtaking, and it's a joy to see it on the big screen. Lizard in a Woman's Skin. If you weren't sold on the title alone, Lucio Fulci's trippy 70s giallo has it all. An Ennio Morricone score, swinging sex orgies, psychedelic visions.
Under the effect of acid, I look at you here, and all I see is a red log or a galloping horse.
A lizard. A woman's skin.
This really is a horror film that you can get a contact high off. Blood and Black Lace is perhaps the first Italian super shocker to really singe your retinas in eye-popping Eastman color. Mario Bava takes the vivid, painterly color schemes of Douglas Sirk's melodramas and applies them lavishly to this fashion house set shocker.
I can't do it, you know.
You've done it before.
Hugely influential, you can see its DNA in the works of Martin Scorsese, Pedro Almodovar, David Lynch, and many more. I've always loved Gary Sherman's film debut, 1972 shocker Deathline, which was released in the US as Raw Meat.
All these generations have survived.
I'm a sucker for any London film with brilliant location work, and this is such an amazing time capsule for the grotty London of the time, when the swinging 60s had started to fade into something a little drearier. I believe Black Narcissus has the greatest use of Technicolor in cinema. And for me, the use of color in this film is not merely aesthetic, it's emotional. The film is about the raging passions of a group of nuns in a mysterious convent that erupt into explosions of color.
You say that because you love her!
I don't love anyone!
Not least the most dramatic use of ruby red lipstick in all of cinema. Clute is a film I first saw on network TV in a pan and scan version late at night. Over the years, as I've seen it on big screen revivals or in remastered editions, the hypnotic power of the film only gets stronger and stronger.
Don't feel bad about losing your virtue. I sort of knew you would.
This is a film to get lost in again and again. I've always been a fan of South Korean director Park Chan-wook, and his 2016 film The Handmaiden is truly one of his best films. All of his films have a dark opulence about them, but seeing him tackle a period thriller was truly exhilarating. So get ready for my new film, Last Night in Soho, opening in Alamo Drafthouse Theatres, October 29th.